All right, so for today's segment, we are going to give you all the news and updates from inside New Orleans Saints training camp. I got into my sources. I talked to the people I know. I got to everything, all the information that I could find, so that way we could bring you everything that happened notable from training camp today, as the first day of New Orleans Saints training camp kicked off this morning. So before we get into that though, I would like to know, what's your favorite part about training camp? Is it just that football's back? Is it seeing the rookies play? Is it seeing how your quarterback looks? What's your favorite part about training camp? Let me know in the comment section. I can't wait to see what you guys have to say. All right, so just to inform you, to let you know, to set the scene, we got some good news. And now, in fact, it's great news. All 90 players were present at Saints training camp today. Defensive back Anthony Johnson was the only one who did not participate. He was working off to the side, and for 89 out of 90, that's pretty dang good, especially when you have a lot of high-volume players, a lot of big names. I'm glad to see there's no holdouts. I'm glad to see that there's not really any big lingering injury issues right now. So without further ado, let's start things off with one of the draft picks. What's been going on with Kendre Miller? It's been pretty quiet. Y'all want Kendre? You ask and you shall receive, because running back Kendre Miller was active at Saints training camp today. He participated in 11-on-11 drills. He was getting in work. This photo was taken and posted by NOF Network, New Orleans.football. Those guys are great over there. I highly suggest you follow them. But you can see Kendre Miller getting in some work, working on his agility. I'm excited to see Kendre Miller play this year. I think he is a player that has a very high upside, who is in a very good spot in terms of his role for the team. He can develop even further into a better player over time, and he fills a position in need. And also, he's wearing 25. Like, it's so cool to see a 25 running back again. Shout out Reggie Bush. But let's get into the next player, Marshon Lattimore. Now, I put this note in there because I think teamwork makes the dream work. Dennis Allen today had the team run gassers at the end of practice, as most coaches do. You know, you got to do it. I hated gassers. You can tell I'm built for power, not speed. But gassers were ran at the end of practice. Marshon Lattimore challenged head coach Dennis Allen to run with the team. And guess what? DA joined in. And I love that DA joined in. And honestly, I really respect it, because I believe that there's still trust to be built and earned. And this is exactly how you do it. And now, in terms of trust being built, I think that is trust from the fan base. I think that's trust with the football team. And I think that that's trust with the rest of the coaching staff. And I don't think it's out of pocket to say a second-year head coach who had a not phenomenal first season, had a lot of red flags. It's not unfair to say you got to earn a little bit more trust. So I think that this was a very smart way for Dennis Allen to, one, just get a little bit more of the locker room won over, have some fun with the team, and also to build that or bridge that gap between Dennis Allen and the fan base and the team. I love that Dennis Allen was hanging out with the players. My favorite memories when I was playing football were our coaches doing the workouts with us. So that was just kind of a cool note, so I wanted to include that. Cam Jordan, he's got one thing on his mind, and that is getting to Las Vegas. He wants to be Super Bowl bound, and he said today in his post-training camp press conference, I want to win the Super Bowl. I want to take Derek Carr back to Las Vegas with a team that gave up on him, the city that didn't want him anymore. I want to take him back, and I want to win a dang Super Bowl. And guys, we have a role in this. If we can get 58 subs for Super Bowl 58, the Saints will make the Super Bowl in Las Vegas, and I can guarantee that. If we get 57, they ain't making it. They get 56, they ain't making it. If we get 58, the Saints are going to the Super Bowl, and you can cash that right now. You can take it to the bank, and I can promise you that. It's science. It's how it works. I barely passed college science classes, so trust me on this one. Let's get 58 subs for more Saints news, rumors, and updates. All right, so I'm also wanting to discuss Derek Carr because he spoke about his comfortability in New Orleans with a new team and a new scheme, and he said that he's feeling really good about the situation. And I love this quote. He said, now I'm just feel like I am part of the family. To me, it feels like home now. This is my home. I'm going to give New Orleans everything that I have. That's physically, mentally, and in the community. anything that I can do to help somebody and help us win and bring excitement to this city and help encourage some people, I'm gonna do it. And I love that Derek Carr said this, and I love that he was giving praise to his defense as well, because this is a guy who, without question, has passion, leadership, charisma, and the tools it takes to win in this league. And I truly do believe Derek Carr can take the Saints to that next level as long as the coaching stays good or can be better than last year, and as long as injuries don't ruin the team and hurt and throw this whole entire operation off the rails. But he did praise the defense, saying it's so difficult practicing in New Orleans because the defense is just that good. And Carr even said, I like that it's difficult. I want it to be difficult because it brings the best out of him. It brings the best out of his receivers, out of the running backs, out of the trenches. I think when you have a defense that's performing really well and it forces your quarterback to play very well at practice, and on top of that, it's a recipe for success. And that's just my personal opinion. I'm a believer, and I'm going to be celebrating Kendre Gras all season long. So if you're going to be celebrating Kendre Gras, getting the beads going, having a lot of fun, type Carr in the comment section. You can see it right there. Just type Carr, spam it, get it in the comment section. I want to hear every single one of the members of the Who Dat Nation show some love to our new quarterback, Derek Carr. In our live chat, I see Jerry G, TTV, Moni, and Xavier typing Carr, as well as Raphael and Colt. So thank you guys for typing Carr. I expect you at home to do the same thing. And also, if you want to show some love to Derek Carr and you want to rep his jersey, we got jerseys available for you at chatsports.com/Saints jerseys. We got men's, we got women's, home, away, throwback, color rush. We even got Michael Thomas, Chris Olave, Tyrann Mathieu, Cameron Jordan. You want an Alontae Taylor jersey? We got that too. You want a Jimmy Graham jersey? Guess what? We got that too. Chatsports.com/Saints jerseys. That link is available in the comment section and description of today's video. All right. We can breathe. Yes, Michael Thomas was present at training camp. So everyone join me. Let's take a deep breath. He was active. He participated in 11-on-11s. He was getting going. NOF Network, New Orleans Football tweeting this picture out as well. Just look how he's contorting that body. Look how he's just forcing himself to come down with that ball. I love it. I love seeing Michael Thomas back on the field. And seeing him back on the field healthy at 100% on day one of training camp is a huge step in the right direction. And as for some observations on Michael Thomas, he moved really well. He had very nice and quick cuts, and he was moving at full speed. I also saw that he had a nice catch and run from Derek Carr. He got the ball, tucked it, and ran. He didn't have to take a second, plant his feet. It was fluid. It was smoother than butter. And, man, when I tell you, it looked good to see it happen. It looked great. I also saw him do some slants and stuff. So, I'm just going to say this. If you want to call him Slant Boy, tell your favorite DB to defend it when you know it's coming, you bums. Anyway, he also maintained control of the passes. There's a couple that he bobbled, and he still managed to come down. Good vision. Kept his eye on the ball. You saw the way he contorted his body to catch that pass in the picture we showed you previously. It still looks like there's a lot of pop in his game. It looks like he still has that step. It looks like he still has that little extra oomph, if you will, a little extra pep, a little extra seasoning in his game. And I think that it's going to be a great season for Michael Thomas. I'm really excited to see him suit up. I'm really happy to see that he is ready to go and that he is playing right now at full speed. He's not just off to the side around the team. No, he is locked in, he is dialed in, and he is ready to make some noise. And also, bonus content, Jimmy Graham. Isn't that cool? He's wearing number 80. Isn't that fun? I mean, I was pumped to see Jimmy Graham come back to the Saints. That's pretty dope. You guys could say we won the trade. Shout out the Seattle Seahawks. But, yeah, Jimmy Graham, he's catching passes. He's clearly going to be an active piece in the Saints offense. I don't suspect him to be a tight end 1 or 2. That role is Juwan Johnson and Foster Moreau. But what I will say is I think that Jimmy Graham is a phenomenal threat to have down the stretch. You're in the 2-minute drill. You're at the 50. You need to hit somebody on a seam. Who's going to do it? That guy, number 80. You need to get a touchdown over the middle. Who's going to do it? Number 80. I just love that Jimmy Graham is back. It's going to be a lot of fun to see him play this year. If you're excited, type 80 in the chat. And also, one more friendly reminder. Subscribe and lock us in for watch parties, live shows, daily content, and a whole lot more. We're going to have you guys covered on all things training camp, on all things preseason, throughout the regular season, and heck, even into next offseason. So be sure to lock us in. Subscribe today. Just another friendly reminder. If you made it to the end of If you made it to the end of today's video, we're clearly doing something right. So don't hesitate. Subscribe, turn on your notifications, and as always, y'all stay golden. We'll catch you next time.